Korean restaurant I'll be introducing today is jangmaul.com, a place where you can enjoy the very basics of traditional Korean food, doenjang. For tasty eateries, I visited the thriving Gwanghwamun Crossroads, the street that connects to Jongno and Mugyodong, which are full of eateries. Welcome to Food Paradise Cuisine Korea. Hello everyone, I'm Jamie. When travelers come to Korea, they find the jang, like doenjang and gochujang, to be very interesting. These are fermented food like red pepper paste and bean paste that are representative of Korea. Today, we'll be visiting a restaurant out of all the different jangs that specializes in doenjang dishes. Let's go discover this authentic Korean flavor. Just like a cozy home, this is the place where you can smell the savory aroma of doenjang. Our doenjang cuisine specialist is jangmaul.com. Located at Gangnam, Seoul, although not open too long ago, it's quite famous due to its tasty dishes. As soon as you open the door and enter, the menu written on a white cloth attracts your attention. With the calming sound of classical Korean music, the charming pots here and there, tables and the variety of traditional decorations all create a very comfortable and authentic Korean feel. You can taste a variety of doenjang menus here, all made with doenjang made directly from the restaurant. Doenjang made with leeks mixed with rice and other ingredients. This is doenjang bibimbap with leeks. Doenjang and leek fried dish is a tempting grilled cuisine. Mixing flour with doenjang and Korean hot sauce with veggies creates the spicy grilled jangtteok. Doenjang skate mixed with salad is skate fermented in unrefined rice wine called makgeolli, and then seasoned to perfection. This, along with other popular dishes, are a few of the things you can taste here at jangmaul.com. It's usually said that the taste of the jang can make that dish a hit or a miss, from doenjang kalguksu to jangtteok and everything in between. Let's take a closer look. Today's menus are doenjang bossam and doenjang kalguksu. Today's chef is the owner Park Tae-won, who creates his dishes using doenjang which have been fermented for 8 months. He takes into consideration both taste and health. 장마을 음식만의 특징이 있다면요?
네, 저희 집 장마을의 그 음식 특징이라면요, 모든 음식을 된장으로 어우러지면서 담백하고 건강식품으로서 일체 그 조미료를 쓰지 않는다는 게 저희 집 특징입니다.
아, 된장마다 맛이 조금씩 틀린데요. 어떤 된장이 맛있는 된장인가요?
우리나라의 고유 된장은 다 맛이 있겠죠. 근데 저희 집의 그 된장은 된장으로 하지 않는 막장이라는 간장을 빼지 않는 막장으로서 모든 음식을 어우러지게 만들기 때문에 아마 그게 특징이라고 볼 수 있겠습니다.
그리고 이렇게 보니까 재료들이 다 준비되어 있는데요. 첫 번째 만들어주실 요리는 어떤 요리죠?
네, 저희 고객분들이 많이 선호하시고 좋아하시고 또 많이 찾아주시는 된장으로 만드는 보쌈을 준비해 보겠습니다.
네, 그럼 한번 시작해 볼까요?
네.
For the bossam, you need pork, doenjang, licorice root, cinnamon, bay leaf, and radishes. When the stock is well brewed, pour some in a bowl and place in a sifter. Scoop several spoons of doenjang on the sifter and press firmly. Then the fine doenjang will be filtered through and mixed with the stock, and the residues will remain on the sifter to discard. Now you need to add the prepared ingredients to the doenjang stock. First, add the herbs like the whole pepper, licorice root, bay leaf, and cinnamon that will soften and enhance the taste of the pork. Then, when you add the pork, the boiling preparation is ready. Prepare the onion by peeling the skin and cutting it in half and again in quarters. The radish that gives a refreshing taste to the stock should be prepared by cutting into round shapes and then again in half. Then first boil the stock added with the herbs and pork over high heat, and when it has boiled 1 to 2 times, add the cut onions and radishes and boil another 30 minutes for the flavors to mix well. Place the clean lettuce on a large plate and place the bossam kimchi, tender leaves of Chinese herbs, bite-sized cucumbers, carrots, and peppers on top. Then take out the pork boiled with herbs and cut the pork into edible sizes and arrange it with the vegetables. Unlike meat boiled in plain water, this pork is boiled with doenjang and herbs and has no unpleasant smell and has a tender, soft taste. Doenjang bossam, savory and pungent when eaten by wrapping with vegetables or kimchi, is ready.
두 번째 보여주실 음식은 어떤 요리죠?
된장 음식으로서 할 수 있는 된장 칼국수를 해보겠습니다. 네.
네, 같이 만들어 볼까요?
For the kalguksu, you need to prepare doenjang, noodles, large spring onions, squash, seafood, along with others. First, using a sifter for the stock boiled with vegetables and seafood, press in the doenjang well and discard the residue. Cut the pre-peeled potato into bite-sized pieces and add to the stock along with seaweed, dried anchovies. Then, cut the peeled onion into quarters and add to the stock. Cut the peeled garlic in half and add. Next, the prepared spring onions that have been cut into 6 cm lengths will be added. Now it's time to boil the stock with all the ingredients. Boil over high heat will blend the flavors together very nicely. Prepare the squash by slicing in half and then into half-moon shapes. Prepare the cheongyang peppers that add a spicy and refreshing taste to the kalguksu by cutting diagonally, adding it to the squash. In the boiling stock, add the tender Chinese lettuce. Now add the cut squash, cheongyang pepper, and when the vegetables are about cooked, add the noodles. Boil for about 5 minutes and cook until the noodle has softened. When the kalguksu is ready, serve it in a stone pot so that the customers can eat it with the heat maintained for a time. Lastly, add generous amounts of green perilla powder to enhance the savory taste of the noodles. Stock that has been well boiled over 24 hours with various seafood and vegetables and then seasoned with doenjang. The popular doenjang kalguksu is complete.
Here are the specialties of this restaurant. Let me have a taste. Let me start off with my first dish, the jang bossam. Take a piece of lettuce, and this is pork that has been cooked in jang water, based water. And if you want a little bit more flavor, add the special doenjang of this restaurant. Wrap it up nicely. There's a subtle taste of the bean paste that goes really well with the pork. Now let's move on to our second dish, the jang kalguksu. The noodle is very chewy. And the stew, it's very soothing.
More and more, we're getting used to artificial seasonings. Still, to our taste, the natural health food doenjang is the best. Maybe that's why not only young people, but also older generations come by to taste the real genuine doenjang taste.
이 장보쌈이 다른 보쌈하고 좀 틀린 것 같아요. 그리고 굉장히 맛깔스럽고 아주 맛있습니다.
맛은 좀 담백한 것 같습니다. 그리고 어릴 때 그런 장맛이 좀 생각이 나요.
Warm rice with a mouthful of savory doenjang dish. How's that? Don't you want to taste it?
For foreigners who would like to taste the genuine Korean flavor, for those who would like to relive their childhood taste, and for those who would like to experience the savory, authentic Korean doenjang, they should all come to changmaul.com to relive, to feel that very taste. Now please continue to join us for Looks Great.
Looks great!
A beautiful scenery with refreshing air, Seoul's Bukhan Mountain. On your way to this mountain, you will meet 4 Points by Sheraton Seoul. A tidy and simple interior with dim lighting creates a comfortable atmosphere. And thanks to its splendid surroundings, lots of foreigners come by to visit.
Amongst all the restaurants we have, I can recommend the Marius, located on the 12th floor and catering for continental and Western cuisine. A lot of guests say it's tasty, it's fresh, really value for money.
The restaurant recommended by the 4 Points at the Sheraton Seoul is the authentic European restaurant Marius. This restaurant is located on the 12th floor of the hotel. Along with delicious food, you will also enjoy the natural view of Bukhan Mountain.
We look very much on the seasonal availability, what is available on the local market. We emphasize on the health, on the cooking technique, the skills, the way we cook the dishes. On the cuisine itself, we have a wide selection of steaks. We have pasta dishes from Italy. We have seafood. We have shellfish. All this combination of these dishes emphasizes us to be innovative in menu design and to make sure the taste is outstanding, which makes the guests come back.
At the Western restaurant Marius, you can enjoy diverse cuisines such as marinated roasted duck breast, served with orange sauce that is cooked in wine sauce. A black cod dish grilled and seasoned with refreshing orange and ginger juice. Strawberry béarnaise made with lemon sauce over biscuits, strawberries, and fresh cream for smoothness. And besides these dishes, they also serve fresh seafood and meat dishes.
Cuisine Korea! Hello everyone, I'm Gina Huang. It's now time to visit Tasty Eateries. And today, we're going to visit Gwanghwamun Crossroads. This is a place where all the tasty eateries of Jongno and Mugyeodong are gathered together. Also, this is a place where history and tradition still remains, and the past and the present coexist at the same time. So, aren't you curious what we're going to eat today? Then follow me and find out.
Gwanghwamun is known as the face of Seoul. When you think of Gwanghwamun, you will think of the place that was totally transformed into red waves during the World Cup, remember? Due to diverse cultural spaces and tasty eateries, this is a place frequented by many people.
광화문에 오면은 뭐 먹거리도 많고요. 또 이 근처에서 일하는 친구들이 많으니까 저희가 이제 이 근처에서 자주 모이게 되는데
횟집, 회덮밥집이 맞으셔서 여기 자주 오거든요.
특별히 정한 건 없지만 감자탕을 먹으려고 그러거든요.
Here, around Gwanghwamun, there are 3 famous tasty eateries. And the first is Mugyeodong Alley, near the Gwanghwamun post office.
The first dish that comes to mind when I think of Mugyeodong is natjibokum, fresh octopus mixed with cheongyang peppers. There are many people that come here for the hot burning taste of nakjiboku. Then let's go in and taste the spicy nakjiboku.
Can you smell the spicy pepper? This is Mugyeodong's landmark, 40 years of history as the octopus specialist. It's so spicy you might have tears or a runny nose. However, once tasted, you can't resist coming back for more.
달콤하고 매콤하고 담백하고 참 맛있는 것 같아요.
This pungent mouth-stinging Mugyeodong's nakjibokum. Do you want to know why this is so spicy? The reason lies on the deep red color pepper flakes and chopped garlic. Prepare the fresh octopus by boiling slightly and cutting it into moderate pieces. Next, add lots of green onions, dried pepper flakes made by Cheongyang chili, and garlic and then parch together. Now you must season with soy sauce and sugar. When cooked over full heat for 5 minutes, spicy nakjibokum is ready. There is something that goes so well with nakjibokum, and that would be the refreshing yeonpotang. Add a large sliced green onion, radish, garlic, and pepper. When the stock boils, add the whole octopus. Now add the drop wort, season with salt, and when it boils, the refreshing, tasty yeonpotang is ready.
낙지볶음뿐만 아니라 지금 탕도 있는데요. 어떤 탕인가요?
이게 연포탕이에요. 연포탕은 이제 술 드시는 분들이 이거 많이 잡수는데요. 옛날엔 해장국이라 그러지만 지금 이 연포탕은 술 드실 때 잡수면 속이 확 풀리는 음식이에요. 잘라서 드시면은 그냥 통짜로 드시려면 아무래도 부담스러우니까 먹물에서 나오는 이 아주 그 맛이 이거 잡숴봐야지 아세요? 드셔보세요.
At first, I thought you ate the octopus whole.
여기가 소스 있는데요.
예.
이거 찍어 먹는
네,
건가요?
와사비에다 찍어 잡수세요.
Because we have cooked the fresh live octopus this way, the octopus is very tender and soft.
Delicious, very chewy. Let me try the soup now.
예, 스프도 잡숴보세요.
Just the way I expected it to be, very refreshing. Now I'm gonna taste the nakjiboku. Looks very hot. It is so hot. But very tasty. We have a little bit more.
Although the nakjibokum was hot and it made my mouth burn, my hands kept on going back for another serving. I hope you can really come to Mugyeodong's nakjibokum. There's one place that we cannot leave out at Jongno, and this place is called Pimakgol. Pimakgol used to be a back alley, just wide enough for one horse to pass through. It was used by lower class people to move out of sight when the king passed by. So follow me and let's find out together what kind of restaurants are located at this alley. The second famous tasty alley is Pimakgol, and this is the place you can eat cheap and yet get generous servings of food. Starting from the back entrance of Kyobo Building, here at Pimakgol, I heard there's a Seolleongtang restaurant that is over 100 years old, so I have decided to pay a visit here.
안녕하세요. 이 집이 100년이나 됐다고 들었는데요. 실제로 언제 개업하셨나요?
1902년에 했거든요. 그 당시에는 검은수 뜨다가 연탄으로 해서 한 80정 정도 끓이면서 시작했어요.
예, 그러면 이곳에 설렁탕이 맛있는 이유가 뭔가요?
예, 저희는 다른 집보다는 고기가 여러 가지가 들어가요. 양지, 머릿고기, 사골 해서 푹 가서 24시간을 굽거든요.
No matter what, Seolleongtang is the best soup. Add cow bones, beef brisket, and other cuts of beef into a boiling iron cauldron and boil for a good hour. Then take out the well-cooked meat and prepare by slicing into thin strips. Next, put the sliced meat inside a tukbaegi prepared with rice and noodles. And when you pour on the milky white stock, the savory seolleongtang is ready.
네, 저희 깍두기를 맛있게 담는 방법을 좀 보여주시겠어요?
예, 그렇게 할게요.
예.
양념을 먼저 붓기가 넣어서 한번 넣어볼까요?
예.
그렇죠. 자, 마늘 좀
마늘.
넣고요.
Something you should never miss out on is seolleongtang 깍두기. Add chopped garlic, pickled shrimp, and pickled anchovies and lots of dry pepper flakes and mix well with both hands. Now add lots of green onions, and when you mix together thoroughly, you will get another tasty specialty from this house. Whole 깍두기 is ready.
짭짤해가지고 깔끔하네요. 맛있네요.
Crunchy 깍두기. Even when you just look at it, your mouth begins to water.
Wow, now it's time for me to taste the beef soup and the kimchi that we made earlier. First, I'm gonna season it with a little salt and green onions, lots of it because I love it, and pepper. I'll mix everything. The soup is very rich in flavor. I feel healthy already. Another way to eat the soup is to put the 깍두기 in the soup. So it adds more flavor.
As the seolleongtang is still made using an old secret recipe, they not only have older customers, but also lots of young people who frequently stop by.
국물이 되게 깔끔하고요. 이렇게 많이 먹어도 질리지 않는 것 같아요.
여기 무도 너무 맛있고요. 네, 그래서 자주 오고 몸이 허할 때면 한 그릇 먹고 나면 힘도 나는 것 같고.
Another famous eatery here at Pimakor. Daerim Restaurant specializes in grilled fish and seafood pajeon. And especially the large flat pajeon is the most popular dish here. First, prepare this by making the flour mix into a rich dough. This affects the taste of the pajeon. Now crack and mix the egg well. And when you slice all the vegetables and the octopus into medium pieces, the preparation of the ingredients is finished. Now lay all the green onions on a preheated pan and top with peppers and octopus. And then pour a moderate amount of the flour mix, and now all you need to do is to top this with a well-beaten egg. Bake both sides well, being careful not to burn it, and make sure to cook the top and bottom into a golden yellow color. The best dishes here, no matter what, is the infrared ray grilled fish. How does it look? Don't they all look delicious? If you eat the savory doenjangjjigae boiled in the simmering tukbaegi, a whole bowl of rice will be finished in an instant.
I hear that this restaurant, all the dishes here are made full of love. So I'm gonna try the dish. Very smooth. Delicious. But everything else looks good too. So I'm gonna try the casserole. I sure feel like I'm having dinner at home.
the place where traditional culture is kept alive among the crowded buildings and where the simple lives of our neighbors and many generous eateries abound. Gwanghwamun. I think this is the place where you can find a sense of style and comfort among all our busy everyday lives.
I think that Gwanghwamun Crossroads offers nostalgia to the old and excitement for the young. Then why don't you come here and feel the joy in searching and enjoying tasty places from one alley to another. Cuisine Korea. It's now time for me to say goodbye, but I'll be back next time with more delicious restaurants.